I made the unforgivable mistake of moving my camera mount. I just spent 5 minutes trying to get it back to the right spot. Anyway, I'm at the Food Lion on Piney Green Road in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and it made me think of a story that I wanted to share, because I'm afraid if I don't, that I'll forget it, because it's really not that big a deal. But last week I was here at sorry, I wish I could show you what's going on. There's an ATM I just drove past. And in front of the ATM, there's this big, tall, gangly kid. I mean, it's just all arms and legs. But an adult, I'm pretty sure. And is getting some money out of the ATM. And while waiting for the money, this person is swinging his arms like this, and his legs. Oh, I'm not going to film it. I mean, because it's not even funny like how stupid. It's just funny. I mean, that's kind of cute, is what it was. Actually, it was sweet. Anyway, enough about that. So the other day, I was here at the Food Lion, and I always park at the back of the parking lot because it makes me walk further. And I come out with my groceries. I put my groceries in the car on the passenger side of the car. And then I come out. I get out of the car and I go around to get on the driver's side, and I hear somebody yelling my name, Richard, hey Richard. So I look up toward the front of the parking lot, which is, I don't know, 50 yards maybe. And I see, I have no idea who this person is, zero idea. However, in the time that I've been here, because of my job in HR and because of my job working at Coastal, there are a lot of people I meet that will oftentimes remember me, and I will not remember them. Anyway, so I say, hang on a minute. I get in the car, I drive over there to where this person is, and I realize that the person I'm talking to is someone that I've worked with at Coastal, and actually goes back a long ways. I mean probably 12 years I've known this person. And so anyway, I pull up to her, roll down, and I say, hey, how you doing? I think she just wants to say hi. And she tells me that her truck won't start, and she's wondering if I have jumper cables. And I don't, by the way, of which I'm quite ashamed. You should never not have jumper cables. And as a matter of fact, I still haven't put them in there, so the shame continues. Anyhow, so she says, well, you know, she said, I said, well, can you call somebody? And she says, well, my cell phone, I dropped it in the water, and so my cell phone is being fixed. I don't have a cell phone. Okay. And I said, well, could I give you a ride somewhere? And she said, well, yeah, if you wouldn't mind, maybe you could take me to my dad's. And I said, okay, fine, that's fine. So then she gets her groceries out, because it was a hot day, because it's July in North Carolina, and every day is a hot day. And so she gets the cold stuff out anyway, and she puts them in the back seat of my car. And then, oh, actually, yeah, she actually got in the back seat because I had put my groceries in the front seat. So anyhow, she gets in the car, she gives me directions where her dad's. I mean, she could have easily walked there, and I mean, no kidding, easily less than 10 minutes, probably 5 minutes. Anyway, doesn't matter. But my point is, what I would tell the story about is that this is about human nature, okay? So after she gets in the car, she says, this is just my luck. On the day when I don't need my truck to break down, it breaks down. In other words, I have really bad luck, don't I? Now, I did not point this out to her, but the thought occurred to me that here's the human nature thing. The thought that occurred to me is this, that every day, for some years, I'm sure she's gone out and that truck has started for her every single time without a problem. And so on this one day, when she's at the grocery store, for whatever reason, the truck doesn't start. So she sees that. Sorry, I'm waiting to make a left turn and I can't see past the guy across from me in the left turn lane. So she sees that as an example of her bad luck. Here's what I thought. I stopped working at Coastal last December. I have not seen this lady. Now it's the end of July. So I have not seen her for almost 8 full months. Not once, not even in passing. That grocery store where I gave her the ride from, I shop there at least 3 or 4 times a week. Not one time in the 12 years that I've known that woman have I ever seen her at that grocery store. So I'm guessing you see the point here. Your perspective really shows a lot, because again, see, this is the human nature part. We always focus on the bad stuff that happens to us. We always compare ourselves to people who seem to have it better than we do. We never compare ourselves to people who seem to have it worse than we do. And I don't know why that is, other than it's human nature. Just like, well, why can't I get mine? And when everything's not perfect, then somehow things are bad. So again, I mean, this is no criticism to this friend of mine, this lady that I gave the ride to, but I just, as a lesson to anybody who watches this, is that try to think about the things that go right in life instead of the things that go wrong. That's all. And I'm not trying to be Mr. Self-Help, feel good, that sort of stuff like that, but it is easy to always see life as negative and bad things happen. And instead, there are so many good things that happen. I mean, and just think about the fact, I think I've mentioned this on before here too, you want to talk about miracles. The fact that any of us are alive and conscious, that's a miracle. Because there are so many chances against that happening that it's just impossible. Okay, now you can watch the camera go. You're always watching it go backwards. Now you can watch it go forward because I'm backing in. Okay, anyway, I'm going to stop before I finish this because you don't want to watch me back into my driveway. Okay, thank you for watching. Love you.